How's it going, everybody? It's Jody, and first things first, I do not know how to pronounce the name of this dungeon. I can tell you it's definitely not Qilin descended. It's probably Qilin or Qilin or Qilin or... For the rest of the video, I'm just going to call it this dungeon and save myself that embarrassment. At any rate, if you're anything like me, you've been looking for a team to reliably farm this dungeon all week long with mixed success. But as is often the case, Toby brought us this build completely ready to go. I didn't even have to do anything, and it's so simple, it's almost funny. I mean, it's completely a swipe build with the exception of one floor you have to do a bicolor solve. Hopefully you've been farming up the machine Noahs it takes for this build. If not, I'll leave you a link at the end of the video of how to farm machine Noah as well. The first turn gives you a pretty significant time debuff, which is no big deal for swipe floors, but for that bicolor solve, 5 seconds is a little bit short for me. So I've actually inherited time extend equips in those extra spots you see on player 2's side. Hopefully you've got those to give yourself a little bit of cushion. Here, I'm going to use the bicolor board and then refer to the bicolor chart above my head. I'll leave it there for the rest of the video so you can refer to it while you're farming this dungeon. Even here, you can see it probably takes me a little bit longer than 5 seconds, but time extend goes to work, we get the job done, and that's really the hardest part of the whole dungeon, and that's the only floor where you can really flub. The rest of it is basically a guarantee. Let's talk about why you would farm this dungeon. I mean, it's a farmable Fujin type active, so that's nice. It's not a bad sub, and it's actually a pretty interesting lead too. There are 3 forms with different awakenings, and the leader skill is fun enough to play in co-op and 3P, just for a hoot. It's powerful enough that it can actually clear content if you can get the hang of it. Hopefully you've got some sort of full shield, because you can see here on floor 5, we take preemptive gravity that gives us just a sliver of hit points. The next floor has another preemptive attack, and if you give yourself a full heal, you'll actually have too many hit points for Machine Noah's awakenings to go to work. In this case, it was Ganesha, but there's several out there, and hopefully you have one in your box. Just like that, we're going to swipe this floor, and we are on to the boss. Now, the boss you can't one-shot, because you actually have to destroy the shield before you can do any damage to the boss. The shield is pretty problematic for most teams, but in this case you can see there's an abundance of evolution material killers on player A's side, so a full water board and swipe actually knocks out that stinking shield. Now we can do damage to the boss. It's going to be a classic full board followed by a top and bottom row change and a 7C VDP. It doesn't have to be Shantoto. Any top and bottom you've got in your monster box will work just fine. Enjoy that voice awakening. 7C board, boom. And that's it. Like I said, it's so simple, it's almost funny, considering how challenging the dungeon actually is for most teams. Well, I know it's probably the worst timing to bring a video ever. I mean, there's only 1 day left to farm this, and it takes like 50 skill ups, but... PP hands? Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and above all else, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys. Bye.